Anyways, I still watch movies that Taraji is in because I think she is interesting as an actress. She's good to watch for me and entertaining. So I do watch her usually. Um, no, I haven't seen every movie she's in. No, but I've seen maybe 4 or 5 of them. And this is one of the ones I like that she's in to watch because it's interesting. And she does make you, she captivates the audience for sure. And she makes me want to keep watching. But, and it feels so real. But, what was I gonna say? I think she's a good actress. And, um, I don't think she looks the worst. She's not the worst looking person I've seen. I'm gonna say that, but she's not my favorite because I'll try to make it short. But I feel like getting black women to like me is so effing hard. And I feel like she's another black woman who probably wouldn't like me again, and I don't do nothing to be disliked, but black women, sometimes they like me, but usually they don't. I'm going to say I think 99% of the time, or maybe, I don't know, but 95% to 99% of the time, it feels like they don't like me, and I'm not going to be trying to make people like me. I'm not one of those people. I'm not desperate for anyone. I have a great friends group, but I hate the way they make me feel like I have to be liked. Cause as a woman, you always want people to like you, and it's like they usually don't for me. And I gave up F's. I stopped caring a long time ago, but I used to cry and it used to drain me. I used to cry when they didn't like me, and I've felt like it's many times different black women. I felt like I was jumping through fire hoops trying to be liked. There's no fucking reason why you shouldn't like me. I'm likable. Fucking likable. Unless you're just a bitch. And so many times they're just bitches for me. And if they like you, sometimes I really have thought it's because I'm beautiful, because I don't do shit to be disliked in person by black women. I don't do anything to be disliked. But when you're beautiful, it feels like you're a target that they want to throw darts at. They have fun with that. And when you're beautiful, it feels like they just usually don't like you. And it feels like the other communities like me more. And so I remember many times being friends with black women, and it stressed me out. I don't stress myself out anymore. And I guess I ran out of tears to cry, because I used to cry when they didn't like me, and I would try so hard. And these are black women that I don't even know, and I would send them gifts for a lot of really luxurious gifts for really no reason, no special occasion. I would send them things, and then they shit treat me, and it would shock me to my core. Oh wow, so you throwing shit at me again, and I don't deserve that. In your mind when you don't deserve to be treated a certain way. And I've been treated like a certain way by black women too many times. So when I see them in Hollywood, yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, it's annoying as hell. but doesn't mean I hate her. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean I hate every black woman that I see in Hollywood, but like, some of them annoy me. Yeah. I think I like Holly Berry. But she's mixed, you know, like mixed women treat me a lot better. Like, that's my experience. They usually treat me a lot better. And other indigenous women treat me so much better. And like, you know, I've gone through hell with black women, and I won't go into it, but I've gone through pure hell with narcissistic black women who hate beautiful people, who have jealousy problems. And I used to send gifts to this one lunatic black woman and her daughter, and like luxurious gifts that I would have, if anyone sent me gifts like that, I would have been thrilled, you know, like being kind to people who just shit treat you all the time gets exhausting. Yeah, it does, you know. And I've done nothing to them to make them like that. I barely even knew them, you know, like, so, um, and the way that she would talk to me, it was like, sometimes it depends on the black woman, but sometimes it seems like when you're nice to some black women, that turns them into like a very vicious alligator. Like, being kind triggers them or something. It's and and it's unbelievable, because you would think when people are kind to me, I don't want to strangle them to death. You know, like, that's because I'm a species that should be procreated on this earth. I'm a great person. You know, like, and so when people are kind to me, I don't want to just take them down and ruin their life. That's And so, like, but when I'm kind, when you're attractive and you're kind, it's like you're in a different category. And like, so many times I've been kind to black women, and it's like they treat me like shit. And I was fired by a black woman before, like, years ago, and I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve it at all. It was like, I remember I was working with her, and I was becoming the center of attention, and she's not even she was a nice looking black person, you know, like um she's very pretty, and it was like I was becoming like popular, but you know, when you're pretty, you just kind of sometimes become popular in settings when you don't try to be. It's not like that was my goal, it just happened. And it was like she's threatened by my existence, and it hurt my feelings. But like, I think I did cry about that. But like, I cry to myself. I don't cry, you know, I kept it all to myself. But like, I've been shit treated so many times by narcissistic black women. And I wanted them to like me. I wanted people to I like to get along with girls, you know, like sometimes you just can't get along with people. And I try not to stress myself out, stress my body out, and ruin my health thinking about it. But, you know, like, it feels like there's a lot of narcissistic black women in this world who have that problem with those who are beautiful and those who have any kind of talent that they feel threatened by, or any kind of spotlight that you're in that they can't be in themselves. Like, they hate you for it. And I don't, you know, I think I was expecting more from this black woman I used to work for, because to me, she was beautiful. But just because she's beautiful doesn't mean she wasn't insecure, because she made me feel like I was an airhead, and I'm way smarter than her when it comes to like the subject. Like everyone was asking me for advice and not even asking her. It was very strange. Like just because I don't look smart doesn't mean I'm not smart. And it's just and then speaking of smart, it's been many times where black women who treated me like I wasn't smart turn around and ask me for health advice. If I'm not fucking smart, then why the fuck would you ask me for health advice? Because I'm not dumb. I'm a lot smarter than you. Because of that, like, and I don't have to even answer your questions. You should get a book or something. Like, I don't owe you anything. Like, but the way black women have treated me, so many different times, when I meet a new black woman, I always feel like this defensive guard on. I don't want to let my guard down. I want to just like shut them off because they're always weird, They usually are, like 8 or 9 times out of 10. And I feel like that they can't really. A lot of black women, I feel like they can't sympathize when anyone is other than themselves is going through anything. They can't feel anyone's pain except their own. They can't feel other people's pain at all. It's like they're totally numb or something. It's awkward. It's weird. It's not normal. And it's like I feel like they're a different species or something. Like they're a different breed than the woman that I'm used to interacting with. Other women who don't normally shit treat me, So usually if you're friends with black women in person in real life and so many different black women, you look a certain way. You look the way they wanted you to look, like they have a type. Black women have a type of person that they like, And I'm not going to pretend like I've been that girl that they've always liked, like if they like me. There's one black woman I know of, she's always happy to see me, and she always likes me, And she's rare. And she reminds me of like a different version of Serena Williams. And I always love to see how excited she looked to see me, More excited than the black women I've known who have jealousy issues with me. And this black woman, she looks a lot like Serena Williams, always smiles so big to see me. And the way she greets me, like, is amazing, like. And so when black women do like me, I feel like shocked. And she's one of those black women who like me, like, and I've known her for a while, but I'm not going to talk about everything, but it's been stressful on me with the way so many black women have treated me. It's been hard on me. And when I meet a nice black woman, it's rare, but it does happen. And she's one of the ones that I know. I don't know that many black women, and she's one of them. And I hope I can stay in contact with her. I feel confident that we'll probably always know each other. It's just that that's hard for me to come by, you know, because I look like a foreigner to a lot of people in person. So, like, I'm always the odd one out. I'm always the odd one out, like, and so, like, in different settings, like, I'll see, like, a girl from India, and, like, for example, this happened to me so many different times. I was in the grocery store and it started to rain, pouring rain outside. I look outside and my face looked concerned. My face must have looked like a Bollywood movie, like of, oh no, it's raining, you know, like it's pouring. But I was shocked that it was pouring so fast. It's not like I've never walked out in the rain before. I don't care that much, but like it just shocked me because it was pouring really heavy that time. And so I looked out of the window and she said, my sister, you know, in her Indian accent, and she said, here, please, here's my dupatta. And so she took her dupatta and she gave it to me to put over my head, you know. And she called me her sister, like, and stuff like that. It's like I experienced a togetherness with the Indian community. Of course, the Indian girls, you know, it's where I fit in, and Hispanic and others. It's like, and they, all I'm saying is, I wish, and that warmed my heart, of course. But I wish it could be like that with black women. I wish so many of them didn't just hate me when I walk into a room of black women strangers. I feel instantly hate or dislike sometimes, not all the time. But Indian women from India, they treat me with love and they embrace me, you know, and they talk to me really kind and everything, and so we get along. And sometimes you just don't get into the community you wanted to get into. Like I've always wanted to be liked by black women, but like I felt like Indian women like me more and Hispanic like me more too. And so and it's hard for me to even make a black girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie, cause like it's so weird, you know, and awkward. And you know, like I'm gonna stop talking now, but I do not have to constantly define my race. No, I don't. But I know, you know, and I know, and we all know where we fit in best at. And alright, gonna go.